A legacy that lives on. In the rich tapestry of Igbo history, some names shine brightly yet remain largely unsung. CHINWEUBA Onumba is one such figure, a revered Dibia afa diviner, whose extraordinary gift earned him recognition from an unlikely source, the British colonial administration. Unlike many traditional diviners whose feats remained within the confines of their communities, CHINWEUBA's skill was so undeniable that the colonial authorities awarded him a certificate of merit in the science of divination, making him the first Dibia to receive an official license to practice during the colonial era. A prophecy that came to pass. One of CHINWEUBA's most remarkable divinations was about the birth of Igbo, who would later become Nigeria's second Senate president and acting president. In those, it was common for expectant parents to consult a Dibia afa to gain insight into their young one's future. CHINWEUBA made the following pronunciations. 1. The child would be born on an AFO day. 2. An attempt would be made on the child's life immediately after birth. 3. He would grow up to become a great man. Every single detail came true. Igbo was indeed born on AFO day. On that same day, a pot of poison, udu nsi, was discovered at the birthplace, confirming the prophecy of an attempt on his life. And true to the final prophecy, he rose to become one of the most celebrated Igbo leaders of his time. The trial that shocked a British judge. But CHINWEUBA's most defining moment came when he found himself in court, accused of using sorcery. A family had visited him, desperate to know the faith of their ailing patriarch. After consulting his afa, he told them to return home as the man had already passed away. When they arrived and found his words to be true, their grief turned into suspicion. How could he have known? Convinced that CHINWEUBA had a hand in the man's death, they had him arrested. In court, the British judge, skeptical of his abilities, decided to put him to the test. He presented an unbroken pod and challenged CHINWEUBA, "If your afa truly reveals hidden truths, tell us how many seeds are inside this pod before we break it open." It was a tense moment. CHINWEUBA knew that this was more than just a test of his abilities. It was a test of the spiritual wisdom passed down through generations. He called upon his ancestors, invoked his ezumezu, and cast his afa. Then, with absolute certainty, he declared, "Break the pod. You will find 7 seeds inside." The courtroom fell silent as the pod was broken. Exactly 7 seeds spilled onto the floor. Stunned, the British judge acknowledged that this was no trick or sorcery, but a skill worthy of recognition. In a historic move, he ordered that CHINWEUBA be awarded a certificate of merit in the science of divination, officially licensing him as a diviner under colonial rule. A legacy that lives on. CHINWEUBA Onumba's story is more than a tale divination. It was a testament to the depth of Igbo knowledge and spirituality. At a time when indigenous wisdom was often dismissed, his gift forced even the colonialists to acknowledge the power of African traditions. Though he may not be widely known today, his legacy lives on in Igbo folklore, in songs like those of Ozomina and Sugbi, and in the written records of leaders like Igbo. His life serves as a reminder that true knowledge, no matter its origin, will always stand the test of time. Welcome to Afrihub_Diaries. Thanks for watching.